Hello and welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. And if you're just joining us, hello, I'm Emma and this channel is all about self-love, including boudoir and journaling. Today I wanted to talk about what self-love actually is. Self-love is all about learning to love who you are. It's all about embracing and allowing yourself to be you, just as you are. Self-love is self-contentment, self-confidence, self-awareness, self-acceptance, self-respect, self-development. Honestly, the list could go on. It's self-care too, but self-care is all about prioritizing yourself so that you can stay on that path, stay on that journey of self-love. So self-love is about figuring out who you are, what you want, what you need, what you don't want and don't need. It's about reflecting back on the past and not ignoring traumas. It's about embracing those traumas and using them to help you to move forward. It's also about reflecting forward on what you want in terms of your dreams and your goals and things like that, but making sure that you're always still living in the present. There's nothing more important than the now. So you're gonna be aware of what you want right now, what brings you joy and that kind of thing. I like to think of self-love as a train. So self-love is the train itself, and then all the areas of self-love, like I described before, confidence, respect, awareness, that kind of thing, they're all the stations, the train stations. So that self-love train will stop off at each of these stations. So there is no rule as to which station you stop off at first. There's no rules to say how long you have to spend at that station, but it is important to stop off at each station and spend some time there really working out what you need in that area. And of course, you're going to visit all of these stations, and as you do, your self-love is going to amplify and get even more prioritized in your life. But just because you feel that absolute feeling of self-love by the time that you've visited all those stations, get back on the train. Like, this is a journey, and it's not like a 75 hard where you work out for a few weeks and then you're all fit and you've lost weight and things, or it's not like a diet where you hit it hard for again a few weeks or days or whatever it is, and then you lose the weight and then you stop. Self-love is not that. You're not going to hit it hard and then stop. You're not going to get on this journey, feel self-love and then stop. You're going to continue on that journey, on that train for the rest of your life. This is something that you have to commit to for life. And yes, it is going to be hard to start with, I am not going to lie, because it is about figuring things out and acknowledging things that you've perhaps suppressed and wanted to ignore because it's painful. But if we keep suppressing those, keep ignoring those traumas and different things like that, we are not going to move past where we're at now. And I'm not saying that all this development and change is to become somebody else. It's to become a better version of exactly who you are, and the only way you can do that is to acknowledge and to embrace. So you're going to commit for life, you're going to stay on that train. That doesn't mean that you're going to spend the same amount of time on each of those stations, because as you progress through, you may not need to visit them as often, but also be aware that sometimes we have slips because we are human and we are not perfect, and things happen, life happens, and we may need to revisit certain stations because something has come up. that is not failure. There's no need to feel bad for doing that. There's no need to feel guilty. There's no need to feel like you can't do this. You can, and everybody is on this journey. They're on their own individual journeys, at different paces and all of that, but we're all in this together. So yeah, I just wanted to explain that so it may be a little easier to understand exactly what self-love is. I think some people think self-love is self-care, and there is an element of that, but there is so much more. And essentially, self-love is allowing yourself to just be you. So if you have not heard me mention before, but I have written a book called Just Be You. It's available on Amazon and a couple of local stores here in Edmonton and Spruce Grove, and it essentially is to guide you on your self-love journey, and it covers all those areas of self-love that I've mentioned, and it covers them through journal prompts. So it guides you through journaling, because I don't know about you, but when I started journaling, I was like, where the heck do I start? What do I write about? And yeah, I found prompts that helped me, and now I'm in my 3rd year of journaling and have noticed an amazing difference with my own self-love. So if you want to do so, check that out. I'll leave the link in the description below. So tell me, where are you on your self-love journey? Have you just started? Maybe this video is what is getting you started on that journey. If so, I absolutely love that, and good for you. Whoever is on their self-love journey, I congratulate you, because like I've said before, it's not an easy thing to do, but it is an absolute must. So let me know, let's have a conversation below. What are you currently working on? Where are you struggling? What are your wins? I want to know all of it. And of course, I will be back next week with another video. Until then, have a wonderful weekend and happy Easter, you guys. Don't forget that sometimes self-care means eating the chocolate and not depriving yourself of those yummy treats. So don't feel guilty for eating those Easter eggs. Okay? See you later.